What's going on, y'all? This is True. Yes, this is Eric Bovan's funeral. You see Gotti, you see Jook. I advise y'all not to miss this video. I advise y'all not to miss this video. It's gonna be mind blowing. True. Let's go.
All this Gucci on me, distract you from that. I got one in the chamber. Suicide doors on the truck. Good girl turned to a slut. First I was down, now I'm up. Buy a bus down every month. This just the way I was cut. Back and forth with a nigga for what? Little sneaker balls. I know that ain't think it was over with.
Man, salute to everybody. It's True again. Here we go, back to back. Look at this photo right here and look all the way over there in the white shirt. That right there, people, is Howard Keon Wright, who is currently doing 10 to 14 years, I do believe, for an attempt on Dolph life. Now, if you don't know who he is, he's the vice president or president of CMG / road manager, right next to Gotti, right? So y'all can cut all the BS out about Gotti didn't know what was going on in this whole situation. I'll put it out right now, because if the vice president or president of your company is doing 10 to 14 years for trying to take out Dolph, how the F do you not know about it? Because this is your company, right? Somebody had to sign off on it. The boss man not only signed checks, he signed off on a lot of stuff. But you know how the game go. You gotta stay insulated, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But when it backfire, here we go. So I just want to make that very clear. Now, with that being said, what about the fees and everything that y'all can't see? What about the fees? Now you think for 1 second if CMG is under investigation, and I use if very lightly. This is what the feds do. Take their time. And after all this came out in court, man, all that high boy stuff that Jook did, man, you have to wait until the sealed indictments and all that is unsealed to know how long this shit has been going on, how long they've been under investigation. So we have to wait on it. Now, you think for 1 second that they ain't reach out and hollered at Howard Keon, right? So don't you want to, ain't you see what's going on? I know you was standing tall because before they got caught up, you was gonna do your time. You well taken care of in there. Got you. But you see they on their way down. You sure you don't want to make no deal now? Tell us what you know. Well, you know what? I ain't got proof of that. But common sense will tell you that's what they doing. The feds got the power to do all of that. Now, with that being said, I want to read this right quick for y'all because something stood out from the last video about y'all. Let me just read this and we'll be right back. True. A heavily guarded funeral service was held Wednesday in Memphis for Anthony Big Jook Mims, the older brother of noted Memphis rapper and CMG record label head Mario Yo Gotti Mims. Anthony Mims, 47, was shot and killed on January 13th outside a Hickory Hill area restaurant where he had attended a repast following the funeral of a family member. Police have released surveillance footage of the vehicle they believe was involved in the shooting, but have not publicly identified any suspects. Due to the circumstances of Mim's death, planning for his funeral services at New Direction Christian Church in Hickory Hill were kept tightly under wraps. On Wednesday, as the services began, various social media accounts began reporting on the presence of uniformed Memphis Police Department officers and what appeared to be additional and heavily armed private security, including rooftop snipers. On Thursday, the Memphis Police Department confirmed to the Commercial Appeal that it had provided only normal support services for Mim's funeral. The MPD monitored the funeral services of the late Anthony Mims. MPD Chief C.J. Davis said in the statement, the family of Mr. Mims hired a private security detail of approximately 25 armed guards to cover the funeral services inside the church and on the exterior, including the roof. The involvement of the MPD to monitor the perimeter of the property and the funeral escort was routine, as in similar situations, and was specifically in the interest of public safety. The services were conducted by New Direction Christian Church pastor Dr. Stacy Spencer. His eulogy, which was titled King of the Hill, and quoted from Old Testament book of Samuel, hailed Mims as both a businessman and a family man, King of the Hill. In addition to Spencer's remarks, the service included the reading of a letter of condolence said to be from President Joe Biden and the Biden family. Yo Gotti is part owner of the Major League Soccer team, DC United, and had met First Lady Jill Biden in conjunction with their youth soccer program in Washington last year. Gotti also attended a White House holiday event in December. Wow. Although not as public a figure as Yo Gotti, the late Anthony Mims was actively involved in his brother's record company, CMG. He was often seen at the side of the label's artists at various events, and industry sources indicate he was involved in scouting talent, helping to manage and promote projects for the company. Anthony Mims' death came just hours after his final social media post. In it, a photo of Mims is accompanied by the caption, "They don't want to face you, they want to snake you. Stay alert to stay alive. Watch your back at all times." Anthony Mims' death came just hours after this post. Just hours. The following day, January 13th, a Memphis police officer was in the area of 6385 Winchester Road around 4:15 p.m. when he heard gunshots. The officer went to the location and found two victims with multiple gunshot wounds, both of whom were transported to the hospital. Anthony Mims was identified as the victim who was pronounced deceased at the hospital. The second male victim was reported in stable condition. MPD said the officer discovered Mims in a vehicle outside Paragon's restaurant and event center. Mims had attended a repast there following the funeral of a relative, Eric Bovan. Bovan, a well-known Memphis cocaine kingpin in the 1980s and head of the Bovan family, was a former partner of the aunt of Yo Gotti and Big Jook. He died on December 31 at the age of 63. In a press conference on January 13, Deputy Chief Paul Wright said police were analyzing video, but did not have a suspect identified at the time. Wright said it was also not clear if there were multiple shooters, We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect. Wright said. No shit. On January 14, police confirmed that suspects in a white SUV were believed to be responsible for the shooting. MPD released images captured on surveillance video of the vehicle, a white Ford Explorer with black wheels and dark tinted windows. Now, if they release images captured on surveillance video, they should have tracked their vehicle all the way down the street. Once again, Winchester, somebody raise their hand, and if you're from Memphis, tell them how many cameras on Winchester. A lot. Since releasing the images of the vehicle, MPD have not given further updates on the case. On Thursday, officials said the investigation is ongoing. True. Now y'all see that? Even Jook knew after he made that post, if they can't face you, they gonna snake you. That was hours before they got him. Now if he knew, now somebody tell me again, was it the weather? The reason why Gotti got out of there immediately after the funeral? See, this happened. Jook got taken out at the repast. Gotti got out there immediately after what you looking at now. He got out of there. Why y'all think that is? See, he ain't provide all this security that day when he was in town. He provided all that high-tech security with a letter from the president, snipers on the roof, helicopters for his safety, coming to lay his brother to rest. What's up with that? Now, if you look around at the whole worldwide chessboard and you see what's going on the worldwide chessboard, once again, transfer of power. Now, when Jay-Z name come up, it's been a long time coming. A lot of dough running. It's time to go back to the basics. Well, maybe Gotti was a recruit to take the place. Maybe the powers that be recruited Gotti for the next 30 years. Y'all think about that for a minute. And ain't nobody gonna stand in their way. So when you see things like this going on that you never seen before, well, it's a crack in the system, aka to me. Out, away with the old heads. They say it's a young ninja world. We're gonna take the young ninjas so we can survive another 30 years. And ain't nobody off limits. Now the same thing that happened to Diddy. With all these, they wanna be elites. They wanna be special. They wanna be celebrities. They wanna have billions of dollars while our people out here starving. Y'all think there's somebody that y'all should praise that look like us with $1 billion for themselves? And there's homelessness, poverty. Like, y'all can't build neighborhoods, or y'all can't do nothing with their money, but let them come back and take it from y'all, and we still ain't got nothing. If that's all America is that the American dream? Nah, this sounds like what it is, a dream. And everything is continuous going on. What's gonna happen? Jesus gotta come back. Still can't take none of that with you. It's gonna be too late for everybody. You know, it's gonna be too late. I don't respect that. Let them come get it back, and while you had it, y'all ain't do nothing with it for us. And that's who y'all praise. That's who y'all look at. That's who everybody want to idolize. Blasphemy. Give me $1 million. First thing I'm gonna do is make sure out my money. Give Caesar's what is Caesar's. Uncle Sam. Give me $1 million. I guess I end up, 400 something, 100,000. Well, that's my money, and I'm bringing it straight to the people. And that's what makes a king. My own little Flippa man. I ain't come out here to stay or preach, but I wanted to make this point. In the next video, I'm going to go back to back, and then we're going to break it down with a message that y'all can relate to. Because sometimes people ain't ready. Just want to be like walking with your head down. Anybody else out there feel like a lot of people that you're around need to be told what to do? Like they're scared to open up their eyes and think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Don't anybody else get that feeling? Like everybody needs to be controlled. Like if Lord forbid, they use what God gave them, their senses, their ability of discernment to see, to think for themselves, to be independent, to be free. Lord forbid you go against a system that controls you. Anybody else get that feeling? Shit, True already got it. I wish this was contagious, because I spread that to everybody. I sneeze. So y'all need to wake up, open up your eyes, man. This is not no game. They put that left hand in your face, or that right hand always up your ass. You know what I'm saying? And it's just forever gonna go on. So like, share, subscribe. I would support. It's a short but brief message. I'll be right back. It's for those, it's for the grown folks, you know, anybody else that get it. And I'll be back in a minute. True, like, share, subscribe. I would support. I ain't gonna ask for support no more. Like, share, subscribe. Get this message out, and then go buy you a pack of cigarettes or your a gram with your money. Cause True gonna be alright. Cause I'm a king. There's a lot of other kings and queens. Cash App $ True Result number 2. I'ma holler at y'all in a minute. 1.